of another day. Farmer always gets here early, he's mad. We finished at 11:30 last night. He's already been down. He's over filling the combine up, blowing it off, greasing it up. The round baler's got to be looked at, that's got to be blown off, greased up, oiled, chains oiled, you know, refill the oil, make sure it's got netting. We've just got to go and fuel this tractor. They should get done on the wheat here today. Last load of drying going in the dryer. First load coming in will probably need to be dried, so the first few loads will be above 15%, so they're going in the wet store, we'll dry them, and it just means we can get on a bit earlier. Keithy's just unloading the straw from last night. Lynn was out there till what time did we pack up last night? It was 11:30 before I was home. It was about 11 o'clock by the time we'd all packed up. 4,500 bales. She beat her new record for packing. So half of them still laid out there. We couldn't get them home. Well, we could have. You know, you work until 2 in the morning, you'd have got them home, but it means someone here unloading. All the trailers are full up. It hasn't rained overnight, so we'll go and pick them up today, and they'll be in the dry. The straw is nice and dry, so we wanted to have some dry straw in the shed. That last lot that came from the farm, we had to blow it. It was warming up, so we had to blow it. It did save it. Still need another 10,000 yet, so there's still some more small baling to do, but it's a good start. This is where Dave's living at the minute. He's got a life of luxury out there. He's got a penthouse suite with 5 birds next to him. I don't know where he is though. He should be in there. He's not in there. I can't see him. There are some hidden little pockets in there, so he could be hiding away down there. I got a new nickname for young David as well after he hit himself in the head with a chisel. I thought it only suits if from now on we all call him Chisel. Gotta be, innit? This oil is used to lubricate the chains. Every time it puts a net on, it does a cycle where it puts oil all around the chains. I'm probably doing that wrong, ain't I? So this is where we finished up last night. Farmer got this big one done, and this field behind us. It was about 100 acres for the day, I think, give or take, you know, roughly about 100 acres. That's 70, and there's 30 acres in here, I know. It was a late finish, but you know, when the weather's like it is, you ain't got no choices, basically. Just gonna clear the rest of them off today. Doesn't matter if it's dry like it is, doesn't matter a bit. They can sit out there, we'll pick them up. One of the other things you can do, Keithy started doing it at the other end of the field there, is just tower them up. So put 2 and just turn them and build them into towers. That way if you do get any weather on it, it just the rain only gets on the top pack, you know, and it'll save the bottom one. Farmer's just getting ready, getting everything ready to start again. Hopefully finish the wheat here today. Maybe move on to a bit of Collins. I'll show you the round bales as we go by them here. But yeah, it's a hell of a day yesterday. A lot of work done. Yeah, none of it easy, you know. You got balers. Get the old man sat on the baler all day yesterday. Pull them round bales. Right, if it does come wet, this field is prone to getting wet. So when we're going to be able to get these off, I cannot tell you. But there are a few out there. Farmer was literally making it, he was able to go up one stretch, and then the you know, it's 3/4 full, ready to unload again. Yeah, I'll unload at the bottom to make it back up to the top again. Plenty of straw out there, we'll get them picked up as and when. Cows are in the top field there. They're the stores, and the rest of the fields, you know, I think it'll probably add up to about, you know, it'll still be a good day if he gets done. It'll still, I think it'll be about, I don't know what the acreage is. I don't know what the acreage is off the top of my head. It will be be probably 50 to 60 acres, something like that, I imagine. Oh. Farmer's just doing the last load of drying. I don't know if there's going to be any drying today, but we're not going to wait around. If it's 16%, it's coming in, we'll dry it. This is the next field we're going on to. I drilled this one. I drilled all these. I think they're yielding okay. I don't think we're going to be up where we were last year just because of the bad fields. The next, this one and the one here are okay. The other two got affected by the wet pretty bad, so it's going to bring the averages down, you know, overall, but not bad overall. I think it's going to do over 3.5 ton. We're going to run a few loads of straw home, then we'll see what we're at after that. They're all waiting patiently. The old man's just turned up, look. They want their breakfast. Should get done today, shouldn't they? It's only them two small ones.
Oh, just so we about 45 acres, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what, yeah. Should be done in good time, shouldn't we?
Yeah. We want to move somewhere else.
I'll check the moistures as they come in. I'll check your first load as you come in, alright? Okay. And we'll see where we tip it. Right, we've got a dryer that needs to be emptied. Let's have a little look at the dryer. This is the heap so far. I've got a bit of space now, that's good. We had a pile of wet here that's gone through the dryer. You've got smudge on you. But yeah, that's the pile so far. I don't know, I think it's going to be, I can't even remember last year. I'll have to go back through my own videos to see what they were. Right, this dryer's on the cool down, so as soon as it reaches 30 degrees, we can start letting that out. Just give that 5 minutes. We'll let that out. I know Farmer would probably let that out as is, but we'll just give it 5 minutes. The cooler it is, the better. It wants to store in here about 10 degrees, so whether we're going to be in here putting spears in, what we'll do is get the probe and put the probe in, see what the corn's doing. If there's any warm spots in there, we just bring the screws over. We screw them in from the top with fans on the top. Sucks all the warmth out. Could be in here a long time, it could be in here not very long at all. Depends what the quality is. It could be milling quality, and if it's not, it will be feed wheat. Last year's only just scraped the grade last year, and I don't know. We look at the grain, it looks pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know, I'm not sure. I imagine it'll be just below. That's usually what it is. Shouldn't be too late at night tonight unless we get started somewhere else. If it's dry, you see, and we can move back to the farm, we might be moving back there. We'll leave this set up until tomorrow morning and we can move a dryer. That's not a fun job. That floor, the polished floor, easy to sweep. This one, not so much. Right, we simply just bucket this now onto the heap, and then I'll get the grain pusher in here and start pushing this up on. And if the guys start bringing back, you know, stuff that's above 15%, I can load another dryer load while I'm waiting for the loads to come back. This is coming out of here about 14.2, so there shouldn't be any queries at the mills or wherever. It's not the easiest of jobs this. It is once you get used to it, but when the push is right out far, it's just one of those things you got to get used to. You sort of got to, when you've got a lot in front of you, you sort of got to have a go. You push it up once, and then you get it the last little bit on the second time through. So you get the bulk of it halfway up there, and then some farms and some grain sheds, oh my god, they got a hell of a thing. This is only a little pusher compared to some of them out there. I see there's a giant one at one of the shows. It'll be a right handful. This one's plenty big enough for what we need. It's currently Friday, the 12th of August. And then the back end of next week, it looks like might get 4 days at the end of next week. So I don't know why, but you always see a lot of beetles in the wheat. They love it. What do you reckon it's going to be then? 15 and a half. I reckon 14.8. Oh. I reckon. Feels dry. You can sort of feel the moisture from the grinding.
I don't get much difference in going around the road than there is coming across the fields, is there?
Not time-wise, no, probably not. Okay, what we got? 15.2. Everything in there is drier than that. I know you'll say tip that in there. We'll put that in that dry shed, that'll be fine.
That'll be alright.
Yeah, that'll blend in with the drier stuff, that'll be...
15.2.
No, that'll be perfect. But the next load that comes in will be right, won't it? It'll be fine. With what's in the shed already, everything's under, you know, the stuff that was coming in last night was 13 and a half. So, you know, if it's a 15.2, it's not really any need to dry it down. I'll push it in across the heap and it'll blend in with the others and it'll sit there and it'll, you know, it ends up being about 14 and a half once you've blended it in the top there. You don't have to run it through the dryer just because it's a tiny bit wetter. If your stuff's in the grain store that's dry already, you know, you get away with putting it straight in there, so that'll be good. That means we ain't got to run that thing today. Take some of the cost out of it. It's a very expensive hobby running that thing, especially when it's really wet, like 19%. Nice and cool as well. Lovely job. Well, we left the boys to it. They're going to push their own loads up. We're going to run a bit of straw home. We've got these big bales to stack up. Young Andrew's out there on the big baler doing some baling. Colin's rowing it up. This stuff had to be ted twice, so yeah, to get it dry. You know, it rained on us pretty. It was that wet day, horrible day, and it soaked it through. It did. Yeah, it was soaked. So, but it's fit now, and they're clearing it up. Young Andrew won't take long clearing that up. We can't get to clearing this field. We will just come out and make some towers, stack them up, 5 high, 2x2, 5 high. You know, they look like little towers. And we'll get them off the field as soon as it's dry. We will be getting some of them off. If we don't get to them all, we will be, I imagine we'll get to it, if I'm honest. We've got a couple of load of straw on the other side. Just towing the header trailer, because the next field is across the road, so they got to go across the road. So just bring the header trailer up to the combine instead of a combine running all the way back. You don't want to do that. That's taken all morning to get them straw bales on. Linda beat her record straw bale packing yesterday, 4,500. That's not home though. All the straw's home. We just got these big bales. Young Andrew was doing those this morning. So we are going to get as many of these off as we can. We've got a shed for them close to home. I don't know what the time is, but we're going to run as many as we can home tonight. And whatever's left, we are going to then tower up and we'll bring home in the morning. The old man's on the loader. Whoa, I think he wants to put them on here. Young Dave's coming in. That is that. The old man, 84 years old now. Absolute legend. Loves it. You will not stop it. He's got to keep going till he's 100 now, that's it. He's always on at me. Where's the trailer? Oh there, we're on the 70 anyway. My tractor's still being repaired. Young Ollie is on the case. He is on the case with the tractor. It's just a shaft, a UJ on the end of the shaft there. So the old man's got them stacked so we can just strap the front and the back ones. So that'll do. Got to use the tram lines as much as we can. We don't want to create any compaction on the field. And farmer's nearly done on their last field here. So they're headed home with the combine to start some of the fields that'll be coming home. And the weighbridge is all set up, ready for them to come back in. That was a little result getting that in. It wasn't all in the dry, but the amount of time you've saved combining and drying at the same time, you're just saving time. You get on with it elsewhere then. I need to hook this up and spread some straps. Straw quality is alright. This has been TED, so this is a bit, it's going to be a bit smashed up, that stuff, but we had to TED this field. It had to get TED twice because we had a bit of rain after cutting. British weather for you. But it's looking like end of, we've got a few days of showery weather and then it's looking like it might get better again. They did say that last week. So, we'll see. Alright, see. Oh. Come on. We've had a mental few days actually. Long nights, long days. You know, it starts taking its toll a little bit, but you know, you got to do it. It's that time of year, isn't it? It's just got to be done, I'm afraid. What's this? The old man's loaded up the truck there. He is unstoppable, isn't he? Wait. There's our load. Right, Colin's out here round baling. I imagine Jordan will be about tonight. There goes Cole. Oh, Cole will have days and days of that. He's about 2 fields behind the combine at the moment. Straw's nice and dry, so best time to bale it up is when it's dry. There he goes. Can you see me? He likes that old coon baler though. Anyone who drives that likes that thing. Yeah, it's got a few quirks to it, a few little things to watch out for on it, but for the main, apparently it's a very, very good brown baler. So no news on the 8S. The last update was the gearbox was to be replaced on it, and we haven't heard anything since, so still waiting on that one. The only thing this old 70 could do with is a couple more horses under the bonnet. That is 6.5k on a gentle slope. I wouldn't want to take this up one of our steep hills. Not with a load on anyway, that's for sure. She gets there, but she's just slow, that's all. Farmers should be in this field on the right hand side. There they are, along the motorway there. Almost done, just about a third of a field left. That field was terrible, got flooded out at one end. There was a good, I don't know, I think more than that actually. 7 or 8 acres I think got flooded out in there. Bit of a shame, but that's the year. Oh, we're going now. Now we're down the hill. Let's go. Hey, Chisel's here. Hey, what's up, Chisel? Hey, our leaks should all be fixed now, eh? No leaks now? Oh, they'll be alright, wouldn't they, like that? That'll be perfect. A little bit of mouse food. What happens if you don't put mouse food in there? They go mad, don't they? Need to come back a bit with that. Got enough sheet, haven't you? Sweet. So I'll see if I'll take over the old man, then see if he's happy. I'll run another couple of rows to see what he wants to do.
You want to know where to come?
Yes, I've told him. The old man's just off home. He's 84, he's doing 12-hour days. He spends the morning out with the cows, and he's just cleared most of this field. Young Dave's running loads. Jordan's just taking a load, then he's going to swap with Uncle Franklin so Farmer can run combine a bit later. Barry's happy to stay on there, so we've just been and sorted the shed out. Got some pushing up to do another day. Keithy's unloading some bales, so we're going to continue while we've still got a bit of daylight, and then whatever's left we'll just stack up. There's not many left, to be fair. Whatever's left we'll stack up in fours, and we'll come and get them tomorrow. Been another mental day. We've done a lot of work again today. Corn's coming in at home now. We'll be working around the farm now, so that's corn that comes to us. So yeah, and then we'll be back for these oats as soon as we can. We want to get the wheat in because the wheat is your cash crop. That's the most valuable crop. Yeah, we wanted to make sure Jim's was in the shed because it's a milling variety, and if it makes milling, it wants to be in the shed, not out on the field. So I've got to show you the sunset before we go. Apparently there was a mega one last night, but we were stuck in the shed, so didn't get to see that one. Never mind. But yeah, it's not bad, is it? Weather's set to change tomorrow. Bit of showery weather for a few days, and then some good again, apparently. We'll see. Trick is always try and come off them square, and you always get on a bit better then. Jordan's going to take over from Uncle Franklin there, let him go home. And Barry doesn't mind staying, so Barry's going to run the grain trailer. Farmer usually goes till 10, 11 o'clock. You know, if it depends if it's really you know, you got rain coming or whatever, we will go till the early hours. If it's dry, and you know, it all depends on the day, and we've had a few late nights this week, so everyone's flagging a little bit. That includes the old man. He sat on the baler till I think 8 o'clock last night. Diane said his other half said he sat down and he was asleep within 2 minutes. Poor old mower. You can't tell him to stop though, he won't have it. He just tells you to go away. You've got to show everyone your ding. Hey, I started a new nickname for you. Chisel. Sounds tough, but when we're
have this all day, I'm used to it.
down a bit, down a bit.
They're very slow on the track.
Keep coming like that. Keep coming, keep coming. You got him. That's it. Whoa! I need to just push it up, Dave. All right.
Yeah.
How many stitches did you have then?
None.
Eh?
None.
Yeah, but you had that big patch on there.
Yeah.
Remember to suck it in. You had that big patch, didn't you?
Yeah.
That hospital patch?
Yeah.
No stitches.
No.
That ain't cool. You should have asked them for one.
One.
Yeah, then and then you can like, you were just milking it, wait, for the attention of the girls.
Yeah.
I know your style,
Yeah,
Dave.
because I wanted to go off work though, that's why.
Oh, right. That's it. I'm just going to push you up. I'll get these straps on for you. Oh, God. Can't see. Oh, it's 20 to 11. Just got a couple more bales to put, well, run out of trailers now, so we're just I was just stacking them up in fours, ran out of fuel up the field. Linda's coming to pick me up. Oh, for God's sake, look at this, look. This is what Manitou gauges are. You go outside, you can hear the fuel pump running and running, there's no fuel. We've had this problem before, but what you're going to do, you never know what fuel you've got in these things. That's annoying. Right, we'll see you tomorrow.